As an educator, I often ask myself whether we do enough in preparing our pupils for the most important thing, which in my opinion is preparing them for life. Do we focus too much on the coverage of our traditional curricula and, for that matter, preparing them for exams? I think we all know the answer for that. It is with this issue that over the years our organization, Gateway Group, where we have 5 international schools around Sri Lanka, have been working on developing a few non-traditional curricula which should be very helpful in preparing our pupils for life. In fact, these are things that have been practiced thousands of years ago. Very recently, I had the good fortune of visiting Nalanda University in India. In our own country, there are universities such as Jetavana and Abhayagiriya, which existed in 5th century AD. In fact, Oxford was established only in the 12th century AD. When you study what education was during that time, it's very evident that it was a wholesome development of an individual, not mere academics. The members of faculty not only taught them or gave them knowledge, but taught them values, discipline, and even sports sometimes, things like archery. So, with compartmentalizing of education, have we lost out a few things? I believe we have, and it is to address this issue that we have introduced this non-traditional curricula and at Gateway. At a time when we celebrate an important milestone of our organization, where we celebrate the 25th anniversary, we are very happy that these programs have been extremely useful in shaping our students to be well-rounded individuals with right values, and where they respect our culture and grown as responsible citizens. The programs that I would like to explain today are mainly 3 categories. The first aspect that we cover is through a program called VSAK, which stands for Values, Skills, Attitudes and Knowledge. And through VSAK, we address important aspects of life skills and soft skills, which we believe is very important for their adult life. So, the VSAK program, which we have done over the years, is now structured into 4 levels. The 4 stages are VSAK Basic, VSAK Proficient, VSAK Advanced and VSAK Accomplished. And what do we cover in this? We cover aspects such as grooming and good manners, personal and social well-being, sexual health, internet safety, about addiction and etiquette, mainly dining and social etiquette, and of course overall personal development. Over the years, we have found that these programs provide the opportunity to our students to ask questions, clarify doubts, and learn for themselves the issues that the society is faced with. And we believe that the VSAK program provides them this ability to prepare for life at a very early stage. Another important program that we have at Gateway is the Founders Award. The Founders Award has to be done by all advanced level students during the first 14 months of their advanced level study. where they have 3 school vacations. And we in fact made it a requirement for them to graduate from Gateway. So this record book is given to them on day 1. This is a program obviously which has no exams, where they can progress at their own speed, where they can work in certain aspects just by themselves and in many aspects with their peers. What does it encompass? There are 4 important aspects. V for volunteering, I for internship, S for sports and skills, and A for adventure. It's like a visa. And we tell our students, this would be your visa for life. Now, volunteering, they could do whatever they like, from going and assisting maybe an elder's home to provide some lessons to a younger child to help in their academics. In internship, they are able to go to a bank, to a hospital, to even maybe a factory, depending on the passion they have, and see for themselves how these places work. It's their first-hand experience that they receive at a very early age. They find these places either by themselves or the school assists them to find them. Skills and sports, we have had opportunities or we have instances where children have learnt playing a new instrument, and students who've never tried out particular sports, they go and try it out as part of this aspect. Even within the sport that they play, sometimes they attempt to learn a new skill. So that is under skills and sports. And finally, the adventure, where they go out for a overnight stay with the entire group of year 12s, the entire batch of them. They go and do things. And when they go, they make sure that they live in sometimes tents, they cook their own meals, many of them which had not done it before at all. And that overall experience not only teaches them new skills, but really develop their bonds. And we see that these programs have kind of really assisted our students to develop that wholesome personality. So the Founders Award is done in a way where they record everything that they do in this record book, and finally when they graduate, this is given to them. I believe it also would serve as a good memento later on in their lives for them to go through this and remember for themselves of the very interesting things that they had done during school. So that's about the Founders Award. We also give a lot of emphasis on social and emotional learning as well as well-being. And for this, we use programs such as mindfulness, the homeroom sessions that we have developed, and of course programs such as Mind Up, where even we do a class project, a community service project at the end of it. Talking about mindfulness, it's nothing new to us. Originated in this part of the world, I think we all realize the importance of mindfulness. And mindfulness doesn't have a religion. It is for everyone. And we are very pleased that we've been able to take a whole school approach in handling mindfulness. How have we done that? We got a group of teachers who were very interested and who had done some work on mindfulness. They all worked together, developed this program together, And today we have a program which is offered from students of year 3 right up to advanced level. In the primary school, every morning they have 3 minutes of mindfulness. In the secondary school, they have 5 minutes of mindfulness. How have we done this? We've taken different aspects and developed lessons, and all done by teachers. And they include mindful breathing, mindful gratitude, it could be mindful eating, it could be mindful walking. So we've developed various programs of that nature, and each program goes for a week, and the following week we have a new program. So when we begin the day, every student goes through this in the morning, and the guidance is given through our public address system because they are all recorded programs. It has had a huge impact because children start the school day with a very clear and a relaxed mind. While we have introduced mindfulness, we are aware that we could do a lot more through programs such as Mind Up, which should even take it a little further. Another interesting thing that was developed during the pandemic was our homeroom sessions. Homeroom sessions is not very new. These are the sessions that are traditionally used to mark the register of a school, of a class. But our homeroom sessions go beyond that. During the pandemic, something that we identified was that the online teaching and learning programs that most of us had did not give enough opportunity for students to interact, for them to be happy, especially during those dark days. Again, we all got together and designed and developed a few activities which could be used at class level, where the class teacher could be a facilitator, where the whole class comes together and involved in fun activities. Later on, we realized in our online program that homeroom sessions were the most popular sessions that all children looked forward to, big and small. So we wanted to continue it thereafter. So now, even though we have physical school, we have a homeroom session every week where there are some innovative activities that are designed for children to have fun and develop their bonds. It's very popular, and it could be not just fun, it could be used to develop a lot of skills as well. You may know that Sri Lanka is a very diverse place with many religions and many races. Religion, we all know, should be a unifier, not something that would divide people. And in Sri Lanka, there are 4 main religions: Buddhism, Christianity or Catholicism, Hinduism, and Islam. So we do something very interesting. We've given a minute each to each religion after the school interval or the break. And they use this minute to come up with something new every day from their own religion. The Buddhists will narrate something in Dhammapada, in Pali, and then translate it to English. Similarly, they do the same thing with maybe Bhagavad Gita or the Quran, or for that matter, the Bible, so that they listen to the verse and also understand the meaning. And every day there is something new narrated by different children. So there is an opportunity given to different children. And through this program, they not only learn something new, they have more respect for other religions, because after all all religions teach us to do good. This program has also helped us, and the teachers say that the students settle down very fast in class after the break. As you are aware, after the break, they play, they do whatever and come back to class, sometimes a little unsettled. But immediately after, when this is done, it helps them to settle down. So that's another interesting program that we do at Gateway. And we've seen over the years that the program has helped us immensely to have the Gateway family together. And then recently we thought we will start this new program, which is in fact spin-off from some of the programs that we did. In fact, we teach global perspectives as a subject in our curriculum. But in global perspectives, there is this chapter on making a difference under the topic changing communities. In our Mind Up program that we have, there is taking action in our community. Now, once these things are done in class, we now get students to work on a community project, and they work as a class. It's a class activity which they have to do during year 9. We've just made a start on that, and we look forward to seeing the success of that. So all these programs put together, mindfulness, homeroom sessions, the class community projects, definitely help them in their well-being and to help in social and emotional learning. Finally, I strongly believe that these programs have helped us to produce wholesome individuals who are prepared and who are equipped with 21st century skills, where they are equipped to be creative, to be thinking critically, where they can communicate very well and of course collaborate very well. It is these things put together that has produced the typical Gateway student we want, who are aligned to our vision. Our vision is energize, enlighten, empower. We believe by doing programs of this nature, we've been able to get the best of both worlds. The rich education that we receive from the West, especially UK, and what we have inherited from our part of the world, which is also very important, our culture, our values. And through that, we've been able to produce students who are empowered with all necessary skills and the values to be good citizens, useful citizens, and productive citizens, not only for Sri Lanka, but for the entire world.